Hello guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video we will see how to search a key in a given binary search tree, which is also known as a BST. So this is from LeetCode day 15 of the June challenge. So let us now look at the problem statement. In this problem, we are given a binary search tree and we are required to find the key. So let us say we are required to search for key 3. So you can see that key 3 is present here. Now in this problem, once we find the key, then we will have to return the entire subtree. Okay, so we will have to return this pointer for this node 3. So in this case, the result will be this subtree. Now let us say you are required to search for this node 2. Then you can see that there is no node 2. So it will not be found. And if you are not able to find it, then you will simply return null. So this is a very simple problem statement and I hope you understood it. Now before moving on to the solution, we should first see the property of a BST. So if you are at a given node, let us say you are at this node 5, then all the values in the left subtree should be less than the given node 5 and all the values in the right subtree should be greater than the given value 5. So this is a property of a BST. Otherwise, if you have some duplicate keys, then you can assume that all the values in the right subtree will be greater than equals to this root node. Okay. So this should hold true for each and every node. So I have already written the condition here. So how do you verify if it is a BST? Well, that is not required for this question, but I am just explaining you. So you can easily verify if it is a BST or not. The first node can have any value in the range of min to max. Okay, so let us assume that the first value is 5. Now once this value is fixed and we make a call to the left node, then this left node should lie in the range of min to less than 5. And let us also assume that we are just using integer numbers. So if you take less than 5, then the number will be 4. So this node here should have the value in the range of minimum to 4. So this has value 3. Okay. Now if you take this node as a root node, then in its subtree, in its left subtree, the value should be in the range of minimum to 2, because all the values in the left subtree should be less than the current node. Okay, the current root node. So the left node is having a value 1 and this is also a leaf node. So we will return from it. And then you can see that on the right hand side, we have a value 4. So what should be the range here? It should be greater than this value 3, but then it should be less than this value 5. So it should fall in the range of 4 to 4 and this value is 4. So this is also satisfying our BST property. Similarly, this 7 is also satisfying our property because this should be greater than 5, but then it has no upper limit. So it will be from 6 to max and this is value 7. So all these nodes are satisfying BST property. So we can say that this is a BST. Now this node here is not a BST. And why is that? All these nodes 5, 3, 1 and 7 are satisfying the BST property. But if you look at this node 6, then this should fall in the range of 4 to 4. But then the value is 6. And so this is not a BST. So I hope you understood the property of a BST. So let us now look at the algorithm. Well, in this algorithm, we are given a BST and we are required to search for the key. So let us assume that we want to search for this 7. So we will start from this root which is equals to 5. We will compare this 7 with 5. So you can see that 7 is greater than 5. So if this key 7 is present, then it must be present in the right subtree. Okay. So we will make a right call. Now once we make a right call, we will compare this key with 7. So it has matched. And now we will simply return this pointer. So when we return this pointer, then our result will look like this. We are basically returning this entire subtree. Okay. Now let us search for the next key, which is 4. Now we will again start from this root node 5. This value 4 is actually less than 5. So if this key is present, then it must be present in the left subtree. So we will make a left call. Now we are at this 3. So 3 is basically less than this 4. So if 4 is present, then it must be present in the right subtree of this 3. So we will make a right call now. Now we are at this node 4. And you can see that they both are equal, and so we will return the pointer to 4. So there only one node will be returned because this node 4 is a leaf node. Now let us search for this node 2. So we will again start from this root node. So 2 is less than 5, we will make a left call. Now 2 is also less than 3, so we will make a left call. Now 1 is less than 2, so we will make a right call. Now there is no node to the right hand side, and so we were not able to find this node 2. Therefore, we will simply return null in this case. If we have not found the key, we will return null. Now, what is the time complexity of this algorithm? Actually, the time complexity will be log n if you have a cell-balanced binary search tree like an AVL tree. But in this case, there is no such mention of cell-balanced tree. so it can go to order of n, because you can have elements in ascending order or elements in descending order, which will create a skewed tree. Okay, so searching in skewed tree is nothing but a linear search. So this is the entire algorithm, and I hope you understood it. Let us now look at the code. So in this code we are given the root of the tree and also the value to be searched. Now I will take a current pointer pointing to the root node and simply apply a loop which will search for this given key, and we will be traversing one node per level. Okay, so if number of levels equals to n in a skewed tree, then the time complexity will be order of n. Otherwise, if it is well balanced, then it will be log n. Okay, now the first if statement is comparing with your value. If you have found the value, then you will simply return current pointer. So this will basically be returning your entire subtree rooted at the current node. Okay, and if after parsing the tree you were not able to find this value, then you will simply return the current pointer, because after parsing the current will be pointing to a null value. So I hope you understood this algorithm. If you have any other approach or solution in different languages, then please post below so that everyone can take benefit from it. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of this programming videos. See you in our next video. Thank you.